Watch my roommate drag his girlfriend's body out of his bedroom. Story time. Yes, I'm in my office, but I'm on my lunch break, okay? So don't come at me. So this was about 4 years ago. I lived with 6 other roommates at the time. There was 6 bedrooms in the house. His room was at the very front of the house towards the front door, and mine was the furthest. At 8 a.m., 7 a.m., I would say, I was getting ready for work. I was about to leave for my nail appointment, and I hear, just like outside my door, I could hear like rustling and like really hard breathing, like so after I heard all this rustling and hard breathing go on for about a minute, I was like, what the fuck is that? So I opened my door because it did freak me out. Like I peep, and right as I open the door, I see him, because like there's like a hallway, right? So like if I opened my bedroom door, I could see straight to the front door to where his bedroom was. As soon as I open the door, he's dragging his girlfriend. She's unconscious, by the way. His girlfriend's body out, and she's fully naked, like fully, no underwear, no bra, nothing, like fully naked by the arms. So she's like this. She's like this on the floor, and he's pulling her out. So as soon as I saw that, my heart dropped, and he didn't see me because he was struggling. Like I was like, what the fuck? And I closed the door, and I was like, my heart was so now I'm in my room, like, fuck, like pacing back and forth, like, what do I do? A minute passes by, and I just hear a bunch of people swarm into the house. So I opened my bedroom door again, and there was ambulance, like, I think like EMT people, like paramedic people, and police officers. The girl that was unconscious on the floor, like fully nude, and they were like performing, like it's not part of like, I don't know anything medical, but they had like this thing on her chest that was like pumping, and you could literally see her stomach and her chest go in and out like really hard. Like I have never seen it. Like it literally, it's like you could see her bones, like her skin would sink all the way in and come back out, and it was like this like thing on her chest. Like they weren't like manually doing it. So the cop is like questioning me, asking all these questions, and I was like, I have no idea. They were like Asian, so it was kind of like a language barrier. They didn't speak much in the house. Like they were always in their room, and they could barely speak English. And so he's like asking me all these questions, and I'm like, I have no idea. I'm just their roommate. Like I don't know. Like I just came out right now, and I don't know what's going on. Like he's like, well, does she take any medications? Like what do you know about her? And I'm like, I don't know anything. I'm like, they don't really speak English. And meantime, the whole time he's just going like this. Like he's like, I'm not gonna judge because like I don't know how I would react in that situation, but he was like going like this, like he was like rubbing his head, right? So I go up to him and I'm like, hey, what happened? Are you okay? Like, what happened? What's wrong with her? Like, he would not answer me. So we were kind of just waiting in the hallway to see if they could bring her, like, wake her up again, or I don't know. And she was not waking up, you guys. I stood there watching them do that on her for like 15 minutes, and she did not wake up. And at that point, I had to leave for work because I had a nail appointment. I was the nail tech, so I was doing nails on someone. The cops like, let her through. Like they were trying to let me through because like I couldn't stay. Like I had to go to work, and I was like freaked out. By the way, all the other people in the house weren't home. Like all the other roommates, they were gone. Like one that was there was the roommate that was across from him, and she was an older woman that lived there, so she just didn't even come out of her room. So I go to work, and I don't know what happened, but when I come back home, he was gone, she wasn't there. I didn't know what happened. So I'm like asking the older woman that lives at the front that's like across from him, like, hey, what happened? Because she was in the kitchen. She's like, they took her in the ambulance, but they were questioning him, and apparently he was like, I don't think he was drunk, but he was under the influence or something, because she said that they made him do like what's like the test, that like the sobriety test or something. I don't know what it's called, but they were making him do that out in the street outside. Supposedly he said that she just didn't wake up, that he woke up and she just like, he moved her and stuff, she wouldn't wake up. Supposedly there was like a box of medications like on the countertop in the kitchen. Like I think they were trying to like look through to see what she took or something, and me being nosy, I'm like, let me see what's in here. I couldn't I didn't know what any of it was because it was in a different language. Like, it was in a completely different language, all the labels, everything. My girlfriend at the time that lived there, me and her were really close, and we were like, what's going on? Like, we were like, should we go in his room? Like, should we try to investigate? Like, she would call me Cindy from, like, the Scary Movie. She'd be like, Cindy, like, always doing stupid things, and I would call her Brenda. Anyway, I was like, should we go in her room? And she's like, bitch, don't be like Cindy. I just wanted to be nosy because I'm like, what happened to this girl? This man is living here. Like, I'm afraid. Like, and he was always a little weird. We thought he was always a little weird, but like I said, there was never much of a conversation with him. So fast forward, he comes home, right? You guys, I'm gonna have to make a part 2 because this is where it gets like creepy. Part 2, because this video is way too long. It's almost 10 minutes.
I cut my best friend of my entire life out of my life because of his girlfriend's political beliefs. Here's my story. You tell me if I'm an asshole. So I got a text from my best friend of my entire life. Since I met him when I was in kindergarten, we lived in the same neighborhood, and I have seen this man at least once a week for my entire life. So, my birthday was coming up, and I was going to have a birthday party with my close group of friends. This is a group of friends that, at this point, we hang out weekly. There's maybe 10 or 12 of us in this group, and every single one of us is extremely left-leaning. There's people in this group of friends that are gay. There's people in this group of friends that are bisexual. There's people of color in this group. So there's, minorities in this group that can be negatively affected by the Trump administration. One member of this group is also my best friend, my ex-best friend, his little brother, who is gay. I have a brother who is gay, okay? Just information that's going to be helpful as we continue in the story. So, my birthday was coming up, birthday party at my house with this group of people that I just explained to you. He texts me and he says, okay, my cat is scratching my chair. Mochi, chill, Mochi, chill, Mochi, chill. He texts me and he says, he had briefly mentioned, he's not the type to really share all this information very outright. So he briefly mentioned, he was seeing this girl for not very long. It had been like a week, whatever. I don't care. He's like, oh, can I bring my new, I don't know if he even called her his girlfriend. Can I bring this girl over? We've been hanging out. I want you to meet her. And I was like, dude, of course. I was so excited to meet this person in his life. I had never before met a woman that he was kind of in a relationship with. So this was really cool for me. I have a girlfriend who he had been really close with. And I thought it was going to be an awesome opportunity for us to go on double dates together, do this cringe shit with my best friend. I was like, this is going to be so cool. So I was like, dude, absolutely. Bring her over. This is going to be awesome. So he brings her over. And through the whole night, she was perfectly fine. She was chill. There's all 12 of us or something hanging out in my apartment, doing fun shit together like a group of friends would. As the night went on, more people left. And I knew he would stay late. And this girl would stay with him, obviously. He's my best friend. And I knew he was going to stay late, maybe even stay the night. So it had gotten pretty late. And everyone had left except me, because I live here. My girlfriend, who had went to bed. So in the living room, it was me, my best friend, his girlfriend, our other we have a group of, there's 3 of us, me, my best friend, and my other best friend. It was kind of a group of 3. He was there still. And my best friend's little brother, the one who I'd mentioned, that is gay. So we were kind of hanging out in the evening, chatting. There was a movie on in the background that we weren't watching. And I had got, at Costco that day, I had bought some eggs. Okay, I bought some eggs. And they were higher priced than they had been previously. It's not that deep to me, frankly. And I was like, oh, I got a dozen eggs at Costco today. Guess how much they cost? And his girlfriend was said some weird comment about how the price of the eggs wasn't due to Trump. And me and my best friend's little brother, we kind of did that whole side eye thing. Yikes, what was that about? I was like, whatever. Maybe it was a joke that didn't land, So the night went on and I was like, whatever, I'm going to try and forget about that. The next morning, my girlfriend comes to me and she's like, did you think his girlfriend was kind of weird? And he's my best friend. So I gave him all the benefits of the doubt, right? So I was like, no, I think she was awesome. She was fun to hang out with. Maybe she was kind of uncomfortable in a new environment, whatever. But she seems so cool. Kind of went on with it. Didn't think much else about it, okay? And then just a few days later, this exact same group of people, like I said, we hang out frequently. So we're going to get together, hang out again, okay? This time at one of our other friends' houses. Same group of people. We all get there. We hang out. It's a fun time. We're hanging out, whatever. And then that evening I left and went home pretty late. Maybe I got home at 1 or 2 a.m. and I'm going on my phone, scrolling through Instagram, right? Remember, at this point, I'm still I'm accepting her, and I'm like, I'm so happy my best friend has a girlfriend. We can get to know and like hang out together. It's going to be awesome. Scrolling through social media, it's Gen Z, so I'd already followed her on Instagram, right? And she had posted a story. The story was posted before that evening when we all hung out. It was before she came over, before everyone hung out. And remember, every person, except for her, in this group of people, extremely left-leaning, people of color, people with all sorts of sexualities, super accepting group. We're all on the same page, right? Before she came over that day, she posted a video onto her story, and it was like a video of a dude filming his cowboy boots, right? And the caption said, "The reason that I wear cowboy boots is to kick Democrats in the dick." So I saw that story. I immediately texted my best friend a fucking paragraph, multiple paragraphs. It was an essay. This would have got a fucking A+ in my English class, fucking in high school, okay? And I was pretty much like, dude, this is unacceptable. She is around a group of Democrats, the people she wants to kick in the dick. She is posting, she knows we all followed her just the other night on my birthday party. We all followed her and we're accepting her into our group of friends. We all followed her. But right before she came over to hang out with 12 Democrats that she wants to kick in the dick, she posts that on her story and comes over and is just like, what? What is that? She knows. She's got to know all of our political beliefs. And she posts that anyway. And so I texted him. I was like, dude, what the fuck is this? Like, I don't need to agree politically with fucking everyone on the planet. But if this new girl that you're bringing into our group of friends is so comfortable sharing her political beliefs that she says online that she would want to kick me in the dick, and then 1 hour later she comes over and hangs out with 12 of us, 12 of these people she wants to kick in the dick, and acts like she didn't post that. So I personally think she posted that knowing that all of us who just followed her online was going to see it. She had to have. That had to have been the reason. She wanted us to see that and wanted us to know that she does not fuck with us and wants to kick us in the dick because we didn't vote for Trump. So I sent a message. I was like, hey, she is not allowed to hang out with my group of friends anymore. Like I had mentioned multiple times, there's people of color in this group. There's people who have all sorts of sexualities. And me, as the straight white male, she doesn't threaten me. And the Trump administration isn't really going to negatively affect me. So I think that makes it my duty to protect my friends who actually can be affected by these things. So I said, hey, she is not allowed to hang out with us and come to my house anymore because she clearly shouldn't want to anyway. She wants to kick us. She wants to kick us in the dick. Like, what the fuck is that? And that shit pissed me off crazy. So I was like, hey, she's not fucking coming over anymore. I've never had confrontation with this dude in my entire life. He's the most easygoing person I have ever met. Never once have I had to raise my voice at him. We've never even had a fucking disagreement. So me telling him, like, hey, your new girlfriend, fuck her, she's not coming over anymore, was really weird for me. And you want to know what? He never replied. He never replied to my text message where I was like, hey, she's not allowed to come over and hang out with us anymore. And, I explained it all in very great detail. I was like, hey, look, we both have gay brothers. She voted for somebody that doesn't support your fucking family. Are you okay with that? No answer. Hey, I don't like that you're bringing somebody around who is going to make people in our friend group uncomfortable, including my girlfriend because she's not white, including your brother because he's gay. No answer. He didn't text me back. Maybe like a month later, he texted me some vague thing and was like, oh, I don't want to lose my friends over some girls. And like, I hope we can come to an agreement on this and figure it out, which like on face value, like seemed nice. And so I sent him another text message that was honestly similar to my first. I was like, hey, I still agree with everything I fucking texted you a month ago that you didn't reply to. I haven't seen him since, haven't hung out with him since, haven't even spoke to him once. My best friend of my entire life, and boom, gone just like that because his fucking stupid Trump girlfriend. And everyone in this group, of course, I've talked to them all about it. I said like, hey, as it was going on here, I texted my friend this and that. What do you guys think? They all agree with me, and they were thankful that I was willing to stand up for them and say, hey, we're not letting some Trumpy bitch be in this group of friends. None of us agree with her, None of us want to be around somebody like that who's just going to blatantly disrespect all of us. I haven't seen him since. Fucking crazy rant. I'm actually about to hit the 10-minute limit on this fucking TikTok. That's ridiculous. There's my story.
So one time during graduation season, it was super, super busy one night. And we were integrating our new waitlist system. It was one of the ones where you could put your name in and your phone number so that we can send you a text to let you know your table was ready. So I'm helping out at the hosting because we are mod. We have about 8 large parties deep in the line just trying to get on the wait list. And so this guy comes in and he's huge. He comes straight to the host stand, bypasses everybody in line. And he's like, yo, I need a table for 5. So I look at him. I'm like, okay, 1 minute. So I go back to talking to the lady that I was talking to. So he stands there and he's like, hey, yo, did you hear what I just said? So I look at him and I say, hey, yo, do you see what I'm doing? I'm talking to people that arrived before you that are trying to get on the wait list. If you want to get on the wait list for a table, you have to wait until I finish talking to all of these people. So he doesn't move. He just stands there with his arms folded, just staring at me the whole time. And even though I'm trying to get them seated, I'm the hostess with the mostest times 10. Now I'm asking about certain accommodations and booths and birthdays. Oh, your kids are cute. Do we need this? Do we need that? I'm trying to do the most just to prolong his time for waiting. So it's finally his turn, and I greet him like I've never seen him before. Hey, how are you? Welcome. What can I get for you today? And that pisses him off. And he's like, you know, I've been standing here for a table. So I'm like, okay, well, how many are in your party? And he's like, I told you 5. So I'm like, okay, no problem. What's the name? He was like, the name? What do you need a name for? I didn't have to give you a name the last time. So I'm like, well, last time is not this time. We are super, super busy because of graduation season. If you would like to have a table, I definitely need your name. He's like, come on, man, just put Jay down on there. So I'm like, okay, cool. Jay, party at 5. I also need your phone number. That way I can let you know when the table's ready. I didn't have to do any of this before. Like, you playing games. All I need is a table. You can just give me a table. So I say, oh, this isn't a personal request. I have no desire to speak to you outside of here. I just want to make sure that we have your information so that when your table is ready, in case you're not in a lobby, you know to come down to the restaurant so we can get you seated. So he like, nah, you doing too much. You taking your job way too seriously, too much. All you got to do is give me a table. I'm not doing all that. And he storms out. So I'm like, okay, cool. I took that as he just didn't want to be sat, because in order for me to put your name on the wait list, I need your name and your phone number. And you refusing to give it to me and you storming out lets me know that you don't want to dine with us. Cool. About 40 minutes go by. He comes barreling in the front door again. And he's like, hey, yo, my table not ready yet? And I'm like, sir, what table? He was like, yo, like, stop playing. I told you, I've been here waiting for my table. I said, sir, I asked you for the information we needed to put you on the wait list for your table. You refused to give me the information, and then you stormed out and said you weren't doing this. How was I supposed to know that you were still waiting for a table? He says, well, I came in and asked for one, didn't I? I said, you did, but you didn't want to give me the information I needed to secure the table. He was like, well, I gave you my name. I said, you gave me your name, and you stormed out of the restaurant. Even if you gave me your name, how was I going to communicate to you that your table was ready? You weren't in the building. You stormed out. And he's like, I was out there sitting in my car. And I say, well, how was I supposed to know that? And he goes, well, where else would I be? So I say, literally anywhere. You stormed out of the building. You could have went home. You could have went to another restaurant. Was the expectation for me to go through the parking lot, peeking through windows, hoping to see you so I can tell you that your table's ready? How was I supposed to know? So he's like, nah, you got to get me somebody else. Get me somebody else right now. Is there anybody else I can talk to? Nope, just me. So he's like, all right, well, how long for a table? So I'm like, well, now it's about an hour, 20 minutes. He's like, oh, come on, you lying. You lying to me, you lying. And I'm like, sir, you're hungry. I have the food. What do I need to lie for? You can look around and see that it's busy. And so he's like, nah, I ain't waiting. I done already waited. F this and F you. And then I had a stack of menus that were on the host stand, and he knocks them down. He storms out again. But the thing was, I definitely was lying. It wasn't going to take an hour and 20 minutes to get him sat. I just didn't want to sit him at a table, him give my server a problem, me having to go over there and deal with it. It would have been a whole thing all night. Not today. Maybe tomorrow, but not today.
Disturbing night last night, and I'm just sharing this story, I guess, to spread awareness. Sean and I were up late last night on the phone with Instagram because as we were winding down and doing our little routine of scrolling and watching funny videos together, I got tagged in a very disturbing video. I clicked on it thinking, oh, somebody shared one of my singing videos, whatever. Nope, it was an extremely realistic AI deepfake of me in very vulgar pornography. My stomach instantly dropped, and it was honestly so realistic that like when I looked at it, I was like, okay, what? That's me? Like it took me a second to even realize what I was looking at. I was seeing my face, but like I know I've never done anything like that before. And I know Sean was like, what is this? Like, are you secretly a porn star? Like what's happening? It was just that realistic. And obviously you look a little closer, you can see that it's kind of glitchy and it's kind of filtery looking, and it's clear that it's AI. But what I'm thinking is that this person probably took all of my videos and uploaded it into some high-end black market software. Because I've filmed and shown so many different angles of my face and me talking and moving, it was so easy to make it look really realistic. Thank God I have a verified Instagram account, because you can actually request a 24-hour live support chat, which I did, and then Instagram immediately called me on the phone, took this person's account down, and they were like, we're taking this very seriously, like this is illegal, we're looking into investigating where it came from. So like I feel comforted there. What scares me is like, what else are they doing with these videos? Are they putting it on like porn sites? One of the things the guy from Instagram said to me that kind of weirded me out was like, clearly this person wanted you to see it because they uploaded it and tagged you, like they want to get a rise out of you, which is just like all the more sick. Not really anything I can do. There's not anything any of us can do, because I'm not going to stop being a content creator. Disappointed because I feel like the audience and the community that I've created is so wholesome. Like it's mostly women. We talk about life and family and fertility and music and all these things. Some freak pervert is tarnishing it. And I hate that this person might even be watching this right now from like a burner account, and I have no idea who they are. I'm pregnant, my hormones are through the roof, my anxiety is already through the roof. I already had so many reservations about ever posting my children on this account, and this just kind of seals the deal that I can't. And I'm not talking about obviously like a family photo here and there. We all need to be really careful about videos that we're posting of our children. Sad that we live in a world that we can't share something as special as our children, but if someone made something like this with my kid, I would find them and kill them. If you have a large audience on this platform, please, please, please be careful of the videos you're posting of your kids. If you're posting videos of your children eating, sucking on their passy, sucking their thumb, drinking their bottle, different angles of your kids on video, makes it so easy for sick people to make really sick videos. I've never been a porn watcher, so like I was disturbed by what I saw in general. Like it grosses me out that stuff that raunchy actually even exists. And like no shame to people for like what they do. Like I couldn't even believe that like the concept of what they put my face on was like a real thing. Always some crazy shit happening to me. Welcome to my life. I'm just trying to get through my first trimester.
So this is a quick little rundown about how I caught my ex-boyfriend with a minor, and he bat me and my shit and blacked both my eyes. Not one, but two. Both of them was black. And yes, you heard correctly. I did say minor. I'm gonna make this real quick because I hate when motherfuckers just talk all slow and drag this shit out to part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4. Now it is a long story, but I'm gonna make this shit short. Now we both worked at this warehouse. It was Target warehouse in Lugoff, South Carolina. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but I think the shift was 4 p.m. to 2 a.m. Now that job did pay, but oh boy was it slavery. Now back to the story. So we used to go to the gym after work, and we used to go with his homeboy. We're gonna call his homeboy Taco. Now Taco was cool as hell. Now I'm not gonna lie, Taco used to try to talk to me on the lowski, but I didn't really care. I didn't really pay it no mind. So right, me and my ex, we went to the Planet Fitness. I didn't feel like working out. I wanted to sit in the car. I'm like, I just got off work. The fuck I look like going in there and lift some fucking iron? Bitch, are you slow? Now rewind to the previous day. The previous night when he was asleep, I took his phone. The bitch used to change his passcode so much, I didn't know the passcode. So I went in the car, started the car. And you know how if your phone's been connected to the car, it's going to automatically connect to the CarPlay. So the CarPlay used to show me the recent messages and the recent, like, call log. So I remember having this girl's number. I had texted the girl working out in Planet Fitness. I don't know why. I was bored. I was being messy. And I was on the phone with my homegirl, and my homegirl was encouraging the bullshit. And I just wanted to know what the fuck this nigga was doing. So I texted the girl. The girl talking about some who this. You know how that goes. I'm over there popping my shit, talking about some. These other niggas might be for everybody, but I'm who that motherfucker belong to. So get it right, bitch. I'm white, bitch, kid. None of y'all hoes replace me. You know that Cash Doll song. So yeah, I'm basically popping my shit. She popping her shit. Turns out the girl, mind you, I'm not from down South Carolina. I moved to South Carolina for him. I was in Boston. So at the time, a couple months before that, I was flying back and forth like, I would say once a month, maybe every other weekend, stuff like that, to make sure I go see him. And we had got these 2 dogs. They was 2 pit bulls that we had got from some guy on Facebook, because I really like dogs. He really liked dogs. So we had got a dog. Now he was supposed to be parenting my fucking dogs. Whole time he's sneaking a bitch in to his daddy's apartment, and she around the dogs. So she's sending me videos of the dogs, talking about some, oh, his dogs are so cute, da 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 da. Bitch, what do you mean? So when she sent me the pictures of the dogs, oh, bitch, all bets was off. All fucking bets was off. So I'm arguing with the girl, arguing with the girl. I look at the corner of my eye. I see him and his homeboy Taco coming out the damn Planet Fitness. So I hurry up, boop, 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 hang up. He get in the car. I'm playing it super fucking P. I'm just sitting there. Oh, did you have a good workout? That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. Mind you, the reason why they came out as early as they did was because the girl started calling him and blowing him up like, oh, you have who is this? Your girlfriend? She's threatening me. This, and that. Cool. So he get in the car. He's like, what you want, man? What you want, man? I already know what you want, man. You know how they do. So then that's when I just gave the jig was up, bitch. I just started telling them, like, who the fuck is this? And you know what they started doing instantly? Throw the girl underneath the bus, dogging her. I didn't even want that bitch. That bitch just She was throwing pussy at me. She had asked me for a ride one day. I had gave it to her. Cool. We go home. He called his other homeboy. Now I'm on Snapchat with it. Me and the bitch is going back and forth because now he's in my ear playing it cool. Like, he's trying to play it like, yeah, that I'll pay that bitch dust. Like, he on Snapchat popping his shit too. He with me. We both being some internet bitches and niggas. Just a dumb ass hoe. Me. A dumb one. So yeah, we doing that. I'm arguing with the girl or whatever. He bust out, show me the sex tape. Why would you show me that? Me? I'm a Taurus. Straight bullshit with me. I snatched the phone, hurry up, run to the bathroom, lock it, send the sex tape to me. Now, I got the girl on Snapchat. I sent it to her. I said, bitch, you got one more thing to say about me on this motherfucking app. And your pussy finna be all on this motherfucking app. Instantly, the bitch retreated. I'm talking about retreated. Now, fast forward. The night, it was the same night, or maybe it was the next night. I believe it was the next night. Her auntie called me. You need to leave my baby alone. She's only 16. What? Mind you, we was probably like 20 and he was like 21 at the time. She's 6 what? 16, 1/6? Can't be. So I'm telling him, I'm like, you fucking pedophile, you weird ass bitch. You over here fucking with 16-year-old girls. You like young pussy because your dick is small. Mind you, his dick was little. I'm talking about way below average. That's probably why he used to do the shit he used to do. So yeah, we arguing, Now he's mad. What? She's what? She showed me a ID. It must have been a fake ID. She told me she was 18. She had me sneaking. Now he's spilling all the tea. I had to go help her sneak out her mama's house. If the bitch was sneaking out her mama's house, climbing through windows, you thought the girl was 18. You knew. So cool. Now I'm really on one. So fast forward to the next day, or maybe it was the day after. We in the car. We supposed to be going to go see his mother. So we went to supposed to go see his mother. We in the car arguing. I forgot what the argument started with. I think I was taking long. Mind you, he used to beat my ass all the time. So he's one of those abusive ass niggas who used to try to control everything. I was taking a very, very long time. He said, hurry up, I gotta go see my mama. Bitch, you do not want to see your mama that bad. You just want to fuss. Anyways, I get in the car. We arguing. What the fuck is wrong with you? Why you always got attitude? We start going with the girl. We arguing about the girl. He mad at me. So you know what I said? I looked that nigga in his eyes and I said, you mad at me because you're a fucking pedophile. When I tell you that nigga looked at me, mind you, I'm in the passenger seat, he in the driver's seat. He looked at me, he squint his eyes a little bit, and he said, boom, right in my motherfucking nose, right here. Right here, the bitch punched me in my nose so motherfucking hard. Both my eyes was black. Don't believe me? I'm going to... Hold on, I'm finna show you. I'm telling y'all, both of them bitches was black. Hit me dead in my shit. Made both of this shit right here swell. Mind you, this was like a week or so as it was healing. I was too embarrassed to take pictures when it right happened. So imagine how bad that shit looked. It was so bad to the point where I used to go in the sun. I'm talking instant headache. Bitch, I was seeing stars. You know how the cartoon... Yeah.
I am still shaking. I took my son for his first pedicure. My husband went as well. And we sit down, and there's this African-American woman, beautiful woman, sits next to me. And we strike up a conversation about how crappy Starbucks coffee is. Essentially ends in that. And I start to get feelings from her. I get up from my pedicure, and I go to my girl Summer's desk to get my nails done. And that woman, after her pedicure, follows me over, and she sits right next to me again. Because the person that she's getting her nails done is right next to Summer. And she goes, oh, looks like I followed you over. I was like, yeah. We laugh about it. I'm sitting there in the quiet, and Summer's doing my nails. And this woman hops in my brain and she goes, can you tell her I'm so proud of her sons? They're doing so good in football. And she is flashing me all sorts of pictures of them. School pictures, high school pictures, all that. How she wants them to go through with it in college. And how she's such a good mom. And she keeps saying, I'm grandma. I'm grandma. And I'm like, all right, okay. I can't do this. And she's like, come on. So I look at Summer, and Summer knows what I do. Every person in there knows what I do. They follow me on here as well. And I said, Summer, I have to tell this lady something. But I can't because I don't think she's going to accept it. And she's like, just tell her. And I'm like, I can't. And so anyways, we sit there for the rest of the 10 minutes. She finishes up my nails. And before I get up to go wash my hands, I look over. She makes eye contact with me. And I said, you're a boy, Mom, right? And she goes, yeah. I go, do your sons, like you have two of them, they play football, right? And she goes, yeah. I said, but they're in high school. Uh-huh. And I go, okay. Just tell you what I do. I'm a professional psychic medium, for everybody all over the world and online. And I want to let you know that there's some grandmother. I said, your mom is crossed? And she goes, yeah. And I said, she is so proud of you. She's so proud of your sons. She's so proud of what you're doing. And as I'm telling her this, her eyes get so wide. They get so wide and she starts tearing up. She's like, what? And I go, her and your daddy were split up, weren't they? And she goes, yeah. I said, she keeps talking about how she has some choice words for him. And she starts laughing. And I go, I just want to let you know that your mom is very proud of you and very proud of your sons. And she sees what a good parent you are. And I go and I start walking out. And I go, have a great day. And she's like, but thank you. Bye. And then everybody was just, I swear, the way she hopped in my brain was insane. She would not leave me alone. Talk to her. Tell her about her grandsons. Tell her about her sons. I'm like, I can't do this right here. But it worked out okay. I'm going to go eat a Juicy's hamburger. Bye.
Imagine waking up out of your sleep and having the urge to go through your partner's phone and seeing a message that says, the way you had me bent over in the mirror. Okay, story time. So I had just had my second child, and I don't know, we was both asleep at the time, and then I got the urge to wake up, and I had this eerie feeling like, I don't know, I knew something was off. So I decided to go through the phone. As soon as I opened up a phone, like a few minutes before I opened it, this girl had texted him, and she was like, the way you had me bent over in front of the mirror with some little emoji. My heart dropped to my ass. I was like, what the fuck? Okay, so I text her off his phone. I was like, when? Mind you, I just had my daughter a month prior. She said in August. It was September. She said August. Oh my gosh, I was pissed off. So I decided to text the girl off my phone. So I'm like, hey, this is such and such girlfriend, I'm trying to see what's tea. So she was like, girlfriend? Such and such with a girlfriend? Ain't no way. So I'm like, what the fuck? Mind you, this boy had been telling me, oh, these girls know about you. Everybody knows about you, which I already knew he was lying. They know about me, but they don't know that I'm your girlfriend. You just lying to them. So, oh my gosh. So she started telling me everything he told her. The nigga was telling all my business to her. Telling her how my mama died and how my first child, the dad wasn't around, so he was just helping me out or something like that. I'm like, I was beyond pissed. I was so pissed and hurt because it's like, I've known this person my whole life. Like, that's who I thought was going to be my partner. So I'm just texting a girl, whatever. I leave it alone. I'm just thinking, like, I'm contemplating on what to do. So I get an idea. I'm like, okay. I screenshot the messages on his phone. I save it as his screensaver. And then I get my kids' stuff. I pack up a bag and I leave. Mind you, he has to get up for work shortly. So I think it was like a few hours. I'm pissed off. I got my newborn and my oldest daughter. And I go get in my car with my stuff and I left. So he woke up. He's blowing my phone up. Mind you, I'm outside of the apartments. I just parked somewhere else. So he's saying how he's so sorry and he this and that. Oh, it was just this, blah, 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 blah. Oh my. The girl said the way you had me bent over in the mirror. Oh my.
My husband cheated on me, so let's get into that. Kind of nervous. All right, it's Wednesday morning. My husband wakes me up. He asked me to pray with him, and immediately I did, as a good wife should. He was breathing heavy and crying. I didn't know what was wrong, but we knew who to go to. Hallelujah. I prayed, he sits up, he's still crying, breathing heavy, wiping away tears. Then he asked me, can I tell you something the Lord showed me? I'm like, yeah, of course, I definitely want to know, because, ooh-wee, what did the Lord show you? He began to tell me about his dream, and in the dream, he was walking with Jesus and some other people, and Jesus was telling him there was only one way, and he had to walk through this darkness, and he didn't know what was beyond that darkness, and Jesus told him not to be scared, but to trust him. Then he told me, I have to repent to you and tell you that I was unfaithful to you. Now, right here, I didn't immediately notice the switch up. I thought he was still telling me about the dream, so I'm like, huh? Our son wakes up. We say good morning. He goes down to use the restroom. So I say, what did you say? I'm confused. He said, did you hear me? I said, yeah, you said you were unfaithful. How? What happened? You know, I'm like, in what way were you unfaithful, honey? What did you do? You know, like, what do you mean? He said 2 months ago, I had sex with someone else. Son comes back upstairs. I'm like, Lord, help. So at 6:30 a.m. in the morning, I said, son, here's mommy's phone. You can go downstairs and play a game, because what's happening right now? So I asked my husband, wait, what are you talking about? Are you joking right now? Like, are you serious? When, where, how? All the questions, right? He said, one day I took son to school and you stayed home. So we live in Dallas. We live in Mesquite. Our son was going to school in Dallas. So instead of driving from Mesquite to Dallas and coming all the way back home, we drove from Mesquite to Dallas, dropped our son off at school, and while our son was at school, we just stayed in Dallas the whole day. So from 8 a.m. to 3:20 p.m., we stayed in Dallas. So the last few months of school, we were trying to think of ways of how to save some money. So of course, while we're in Dallas all day, we need breakfast and or lunch. And so we came up with the great idea of one of us staying back at home in Mesquite so that we don't spend as much money in Dallas on breakfast or lunch. So yeah, so he had took our son to school one day and I had stayed home in Mesquite. So that's how that happened. And at this point, I'm in disbelief. I'm discombobulated. Like, the betrayal. One thing I told my husband before we got married, and multiple times after, was this: we will not step outside of our marriage. We will not commit adultery. Why? Because we're going to take our marriage seriously. And the one thing Jesus himself, that y'all have said in the comments, yes, Jesus himself specifically mentions as grounds for divorce is found in Matthew 5:32, and it reads, but I tell you that anyone who divorces his wife, except for sexual immorality, makes her the victim of adultery. And it also says after that, that any man who marries a divorced wife also commits adultery upon himself, something like that. It's in there. So yeah, anyone who divorces his wife except for sexual immorality. Not if they get on your nerves, not if they lie, not if you're going through a rough patch, but if they're unfaithful, then you can divorce. That's powerful to me because marriage is a covenant. It's meant to be lasting and sacred. But even Jesus acknowledged that adultery strikes at the heart of that covenant in a way that gives the innocent spouse the right to walk away. So I told my husband, if you ever fix yourself to cheat on me, I will leave you. And he cheated. So I cut the conversation short because I had to get ready to leave the house to go to a doctor's appointment for myself, then later my sons, and I had errands to run, I had groceries to get. So I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna shed a tear. I'm not going to shed a tear because God is and has been so good to me. So I'm good. I know that what you did is not the Lord's fault. It's yours. So fast forward. It was just me and my son for half the day. I took us out to get a little treat before his doctor's appointment. I grabbed a matcha latte for myself and got him a hot chocolate. My baby was so happy. He was like, this is the best day of my life. I'm like, oh, baby, for mommy, it's not. You know, he was completely unaware of what was going on. We were gone for 6 hours, and during that time, I had space to process everything, and my emotions were crystal clear. I was pissed all day. I couldn't even be the mom I wanted to be that day. Unfortunately, I was snappy with my son, and I felt terrible for it. I remember talking to the Lord saying, God, I told him not to do this one thing. I made it clear, don't play me, don't disrespect our marriage, and he did exactly what I asked him not to do. I would even tell my husband this, like, don't play me. And he used to laugh it off. Like, girl, hush, you know, I would never. And yet here we are. So, yeah. It hurts. It is deep, for sure. I was very intentional in our marriage. I checked in with him. I asked, is there anything I can do to be a better partner, a better wife, a better mom? I wasn't perfect, but I knew I had done nothing short of giving it my all, and he still broke that trust. So I told God, I'm leaving. So when we got home, I had our son go downstairs. Once that door closed, I went off. I'm like, you really took me as a joke. I told you not to do this one thing you did. So yes, we're getting divorced because you really played me. You really played me like, no, you're crazy. I don't want to hear it. Don't touch me. I will punch you in the throat. Do not touch me. I was like, I'm so excited to plan my divorce party. And I'm telling everybody the only reason I'm not leaving you today and blah, 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 blah. And I was like, we are no longer your family. This is all on you. And honestly, y'all, I don't even remember the rest of that day from 6:30 p.m. to 9 p.m. But after 9 p.m., we were getting our son to bed, and I wanted my husband. And it hit me again because I'm like, you did your thing with someone else, told me this morning, and here I am at the end of the same day, not wanting anyone else but you. I started to feel like wanting my husband was wrong. Like I started to feel guilty. Like I was betraying myself, literally feeling like it was wrong. But fast forward, we ended up having one of the most meaningful and intimate moments we've ever shared. And I'll stop there. Timer's running out, and I will share more with you guys tomorrow. I'm not gonna say I promise, but I will share more with you guys tomorrow. Yeah, there's so much more to say, so much more to address, and I will. So stay tuned. Y'all be blessed.
Story time on how I was out here playing stepmama to somebody's child at the age of 16 going on 17. Let's clock it. Now, mind y'all, at 16 going on 17, I was in high school, 10th grade to be exact. Long story short, it was this boy that I was talking to. We wasn't really fucking around heavy for real, but we was like chatting it up. We used to smoke, kick shit or whatever. He used to have this boy, Boop, who's my best friend at the time. He used to have him bring him over there. You know, we all used to smoke in his car or whatever. We was cool and chilling, kicking shit. So, long story short, I had stopped talking to this boy because it just wasn't giving. And after I stopped talking to him, me and the boy who became my best friend was still best friends. And we all still used to chat, whatever, because there wasn't no pressure that me and him stopped talking because we was just chatting. Wasn't nothing too serious. Okay? So, boom, the boy that I was talking to originally, he started talking to somebody else. So, I was single, just chilling or whatever, still had my little best friend or whatever. Boom, mind y'all, let's keep in mind, that was his friend. They was friends. That's how I met my best friend. Boom. So whole time I knew that my best friend had a baby mama, or they was together at the time. They was together, and I'm single, so I'm just the best friend. Like, it was no weird shit, no flirting, no we fucking around, none of that. Like, it was literally giving best friend. Like, nigga, when I introduced him to my mama this best friend. My mama messy ass gonna say, oh, that best friend gonna turn into something else real quick. Who said that? Why would you say that? And it did. Mind y'all, this man baby mama did not like me the entire time, and I did not know that, but he knew that. First fucking problem. So it went from him picking up her phone calls and all this shit while we was together to him not doing it. And I noticed, and I'm like, why are you not answering that girl calls? Like, what's wrong with you? Y'all into it or something? Like, what's he? He like, no, don't worry about it. Okay. So boom, one random motherfucking day, we on the way home. Well, he on the way to drop me off at home. And he like, best friend, we ain't gonna stop playing to be mine. I'm like, playing? Who's playing? I thought we were friends. I thought I was the homie. The fuck? So me being me, I'm like, nigga, you got a whole family at home. Like, nigga, what? Like, what do you mean playing? You got a whole family. Boom. Y'all know niggas instantly get the line. Oh, we not a family. We just waiting on a baby to get here. This is down the third. I can show you right now. I'm like, no, I'm cool. Like, I'm not trying to break up no happy home. This girl pregnant. I don't got time. This nigga, the next day, we at school, random day or whatever, cool. He like, same thing, best friend, you want to smoke, I take you home, blah, blah, blah. That had became like the norm. Like, okay, best friend, I dropped you off at home. Okay, cool. This nigga, we riding in a fucking car. This motherfucker shows me some messages of between him and his baby mama. He like, I've been told you, I was done, whatever, however, let's wrap it up. Me still, I'm playing it safe. I'm like, nigga, I don't know about all that. Like, you did that shit too quick. He like, nah, man, I told you this wasn't that from the beginning. You just thought that this is done the third. I'm like, So, of course, now I'm skeptical. I kind of pulled back a little bit, but not too much. So, another random day comes. Something ended up happening to his car, and my mama was like, is he gonna drop you off today? I'm like, nah, he not. She's like, okay, I'm gonna come get you. He see her, they chopping it up or whatever. He like, shit, let me come smoke with y'all or whatever, and you mind dropping me back off at home, I'll goddamn send you some money. She like, okay, cool, whatever, however, being too nice, mama. Yeah, but okay, cool. She let him come over, we smoking, chilling and shit. We gotta drop this motherfucker off at home. You're sleeping in an abandoned motherfucking apartment. And had been doing that whole time. I didn't know that. So my mama, being the nice mama that she is, she like, I don't want to drop you off here. Like, I don't want to just leave you here. Like, I wouldn't feel comfortable, whatever. She's like, where's your mom? This is the third. He like, oh, it's okay. My mom's like, no, you're coming back with us. Excuse me? And she indeed let him come back with us. Y'all, why my mama let this man come stay the night with us? And after that, it was the motherfucking rap. After that, shit started moving faster than a motherfucking track race. I don't know how the fuck this nigga started staying with us, but that's exactly what the fuck it came to. So after he moved in with us, of course we made it official, blah, 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 blah. To my knowledge, he was done with his baby mama. They was just, waiting for the baby to get here, co-parenting, shit like that. She was staying with her folks. He was staying with me. It was what it was, and she knew about me. She knew we was together. It's time for this bitch baby shower to come. Me and mama being nice, we done started giving the bitch my little sister hand-me-downs, like bottle warmers, shit like that, all that. Y'all, why the fuck we go to this baby shower and this girl did not come to her own fucking baby shower because I was there? Mind you, I had already asked, was it cool if I showed my face? Like, he wanted me to come, his folks wanted me to come, and it was just like, I don't want to make nobody uncomfortable at their own shit. So at the same time, I'm like, is it okay with her? Like, this is about her and the baby. It's her baby shower. They're like, yeah, come on, da-da-da-da. It was indeed not okay with her. She didn't show up to her baby shower, which I thought was really fucked up. So that really kind of had me in my feelings as, me being me, because it's like, damn, I didn't want this to be no messy ass situation, and this girl is pregnant. Like, I'm not trying to put nobody through nothing while they pregnant. That shit will come back around to you quick as fuck. He like, nah, man, it's cool. She just tripping. She just mad. We been done. Da, 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 da. I'm like, yeah, whatever. We're gonna go past that. So she calls him one day and she like, I'm getting ready to have a baby. Okay, cool. Me and mama dropped him off at the hospital for her to go have her baby. She has the baby. He sent me pictures. I'm like, oh my God, she look just like you, y'all. So, whatever. However, he calls my mama, asks her to pick him up from the hospital so he can go shower, all that. Cool. This was the thing now. Me and him was together. He claimed they was co-parenting. He used to go pick the baby up. I used to be with him. Everything was cool. I'm getting shit for the baby, giving the baby shit, feeding the baby, making bottles, all that. This bitch goes on to say she don't want her baby around me. Bookie Butt, he lives with me. Where the fuck do you think the baby's gonna be when he has her? I'm the one making sure that she's burped right, changed right, fed right, sleeping right, and you don't want her around me? Granny, y'all, the whole time, this nigga was playing both sides. This nigga was telling me that they was just co-parenting and she mad because she want him and this is down the third. Whole time, you over there really trying to play family, not at the baby here. Bitch, you got me up losing sleep all hours of the motherfucking night. You mean to tell me that you... You mean to tell me that you're over here trying to play house with this bitch? You're staying in me and my mother's house, playing house at a whole nother location with a whole nother bitch. At 16, I was dealing with baby daddy, baby mama drama. And it wasn't even my own baby daddy. We was going places with the baby, having nice little family time and everything. Do y'all know how heartbreaking it was at 16 to find out that a nigga's never gonna leave his baby mama alone? Especially when he pursued you first while having a baby mama. Acting like you over there trying to see the baby, but you fucking on baby moms. I was sick to my motherfucking stomach at 16. I done been dealing with y'all shit since before this bitch had the baby. Now the baby's here and you're putting me through extra shit. Like, I didn't ask to be included in y'all motherfucking love triangle. Clearly, I wasn't the first bitch who he tried to pursue during her pregnancy, which is why she had so much animosity towards me. Because like I said, we were best friends before anything, and it never gave weird shit. Like, it literally was best friend. I wouldn't text this man at no wee hours of the motherfucking night. The only thing we literally probably text about was smoking, or if anything was going on at school or anything. Like, that was it. Literally. But I guess she knew her baby daddy and knew that, okay, you get around a bitch, you're going to try to cuff her down. Because he did exactly the fuck that. So now it all makes sense why this man baby mama didn't like me. You broke up with her to get with me, and then got back with her after you got me. And the whole time my dumb ass sitting here helping you with the baby, helping her too. And getting fucked over in the middle. When I tell y'all I would never believe a nigga that got a baby on the way. Mark my lesson at 16, bitch. You won't make a fool out of me again.
Story time. When I called my man Sheen at a park late at night, and we got to fighting. The worst thing about it, we was in the bed with each other that night. Back together. So, let me tell y'all, we was deep in though. Like, I was at his house 24/7, y'all. We getting ready for work in the morning time together. He dropping me off. And when he getting off, he coming to get me from work. It was just like, we getting off, we going home, we cooking, we eating, we laying down, we just, like y'all know, we deep in, bitch. We deep in. We already work a morning shift together, so it's just like we get up and go to work together. Like, it's just, we too deep in. But this the catch. I started a new job, and it was overnight. Bitch. You already know how niggas switch up. Overnight? Oh, he finna cheat on you, baby. I'm so traumatized with getting an overnight job and having a man. I'm sorry. I can't do it. So, I started my new job overnight. So, mind you, he going in the morning still. So, this specific little couple days when I'm starting my new job, I'm in my mama's house. I'm staying at my mama's house now, like, because, like, he be gone and I don't be want to be at his house, like, all day by myself. So I'm at my mom's house with my brother and shit like that. So, boom. It was just this one specific day. He acting weird, y'all. We used to be on the phone 24/7, even if he at work. Like, if he at work, y'all, we on FaceTime and I'm probably asleep because I got to get up for work, like, at nighttime. And then, like, if I'm at work, he on my phone, sleep, because he got to get up for work. Like, we was deep in. But this specific day, he was acting weird as fuck. So, I'm at my mom's house getting ready. Mind y'all, that day, we went on the phone, FaceTime. We went talking on the phone. Like, he was acting weird that day. And I kept saying, you acting different today. He like, no, I'm not. Texting 2 hours. Barely on the phone. Like, every time I call him, y'all, like, we normally be on the phone. When I wake up, he off the phone. Talking about somebody called him. His sister called. All that other extra shit. Lying. So, I'm getting ready for work. I'm like, he acting weird today. So, I called him, y'all. Didn't answer. Let me tell y'all. Oh, I left this out. Why we share locations with each other? Yeah. Share locations. So, I'm looking at his location. It's moving. I'm getting ready for work. Everything. It's about 5. I got to be to work by 6:30. It's 5. You know. So, I'm just calling. He ain't answer. Text. He texting back slow. He like, I'm with my sister, I'm with my mama. Okay. Mind y'all, he went home and said he was finna go and put on some clothes to go and help his mama do something. I don't know. Put on some clothes to help his mama do something. But I'm like, okay. So, I'm still getting ready for work. Okay, it's about 6 something. I'm finna leave out the door. I see that location, y'all. Guess where the location is, bitch? The location at a park. Okay. So, I'm calling. Yeah. I ain't going to work. I already made my mind up. I'm calling. I done called like 23 times, 30 times. But mind you, on the other phone, it's the location. Going to it while I'm calling. You still ain't answering. Get to that park. It's 2 cars out there. His car, empty. He ain't in it. And I see another car, a couple cars down. You in that motherfucker. And I see some dude with an afro. I said, who is it? Okay, alright. Yeah, I'm working at a hospital. Y'all got on scrubs and some Yeezy slides. Y'all, I pulled up to that park like this, y'all. When I pulled up, this is exactly how I stopped. Like this, because y'all, I'm flying. I put the car in park so fucking fast. I jump out the car. I immediately like I'm speeding walk to that car. I'm like, who is this? I said, who is this? Who is this? Yeah, he getting out the car. The car pulled off. He getting out the car. The car pulled off so fast, I couldn't even see the dude's face. I said, what you doing in the car? Who is this you in the car with? Why you answer the phone for me? I said, where your phone? In the car. In the car. Yeah, as soon as he said that, bitch, we fight. Bitch, I'm just, man, y'all, when I say I'm fighting and I'm crying and speaking my mind, I'm like, bitch, I'm crying, y'all, and I'm fucking fighting my life. I'm fighting for my life. I ain't really fighting for my life. He is. Because, bitch, I got on Yeezy slides and some scrubs. I'm finna scrub. I'm finna beat. Yeah, when I say he fighting for his life, because I'm crying. Y'all know what I'm doing. I'm putting belt to ass. So, okay. We fine, y'all. We fine. Every time he get up, try to run to the car, he try to grab him. You finna get this ass whooping, y'all. We just fine. We just fine. He trying to fight. I'm so mad. I don't feel no punch. I don't feel nothing, bitch. I'm trying to beat your ass. I'm trying to beat your ass so bad. Yeah. I finally let him get to the car. He got away quicker that last time. I couldn't grab him that time. He's trying to run me over, y'all. I get in the car. I'm following him. We running lights. We going all the way through the city. Just running lights. Everything. But yeah, we did all that just for us to be in the bed that night. I called a job. Y'all get what I said? Oh, yeah, the lady called me. Are you coming in? Because I was new. Are you coming in? I was on the way. I was following him after we got to find y'all. Get what I told the lady? I said, hey, you can stop calling me. I ain't coming back to that job. You could just take me out the schedule. I don't care. Y'all are mad at this point. I quit the job, yeah. And got the morning time job back. I couldn't do the night shift job with no man. I'm sorry.